it's time for...
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
All right, so we have two commanders in this. We have Kaust, Eyes of the Glade. And actually,
hold on.
Yeah.
Kaust? I would say it's like Faust without with a K instead of a...
Whenever a creature you control that it was turned face up, this turn deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Seems very niche there. Turn target face down, attacking creature you control face up. Nice that you don't have to pay their cost to flip over, so that's kind of a nice thing. I think I might be more excited for this bear commander because we've had monocolor green, what is that, Lula, whatever, the one from Modern Horizons 2 or 1. That one wasn't really that good, and I think we've had another one, but that one was more focused on bear tokens, the 2/2s. This one I think is a lot better. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with base power and toughness 2/2. So your 2/2 bears. And then whenever a creature you control with base power 2/2 attacks, it gets 3/3. It's not crazy stuff happening, but you could play your bear tribal deck right here, and then it fits really well there. So, okay, so this deck, let's see. We have, again, 3 cards that are $10 or more. The first one is actually Toski's up there. Toski is a $10 card at this moment. Where are you, Toski? There we are. So this is that squirrel commander that doesn't really need to be for squirrel decks, obviously, because it's in this, because it's whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, you draw. So that's a really good card in there. Seedborn Muse is in this. That's a $19 card.
Yeah.
And then one of your favorite cards of all time. Actually, this isn't one that you get countered with, but it's one of those red things. Where is he? Instant. Or is it sorcery? Where is it?
Tybalt's Trickery?
No, I know. It wasn't Tybalt's. It is Jessica's Will, but where did... I'm not seeing it.
It'd be sorcery?
Yeah, but they don't have a list of the sorcery. I know it's in here. Nice.
I wonder if what we're going to say here.
Yeah. Oh, look it. They put Jessica's Will in the weird, other, which is normally their new cards. I don't know why. That's why. I was like, I know Jessica's Will is in here. What the hell? So Jessica's Will is in the deck. So that is a $22 card, by the way. So the overall winner was the Clue deck, is what you're saying. And then this is the least favorite. Yep. Okay, so those are the 3 that are notable. That totals up to $51. Let me pull that one up here. So we have $51 total value. We have 8 cards between $1 and $10. The total value of 48. The ones to note, Neheb, the Eternal, is a $9 card. 3 visits. We've been getting a lot of 3 visits, so that one's, I think the price is going to go down a little bit more on that one. Beast Whisperer.
It's been recovering constantly, though.
Yeah, I know. And then Beast Whisperer, $5, and what was the last one? Fran Frostfang, $6.
Okay.
So, some decent stuff in there, but $99 total value. Before we get to is it worth it, let's check out some of the newer stuff. Maybe this is what
cards?
What actually persuades people to buy this one. But we have show-stopping surprise, very similar to Chandra's Ignition, except this is at instant speed and Chandra's is at sorcery, and Chandra's does to players, opponents. This just does choose target creature control, turn it face up if it's face up, then it deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. So Chandra's Ignition, Chandra's is a sorcery. This is an instant. You're taking away the surround player damage. I think that's pretty interesting. I mean, somebody's attacking you, all out attacking. I think this is a great card to go hand in hand with Chandra's Ignition in decks. So I could see this one getting played a lot. We just had that as our staple versus a couple weeks ago.
Right.
So I think this one's good.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
not hitting your opponents is
but the instant speed
downgrade, but the
instant speed is very nice. All right, then the next card is Bolt Bender. This is a Goblin Wizard, has Disguise, so you can tap the 3 and it goes down with Ward. Then it flips over for 2. When it's turned face up, you may choose new targets for any number of other spells and or abilities. We just talked about this in our episode 2 weeks ago about protection redirection stuff, and Red needed a little bit more of that. Here's another card that does that. It has Ward when it's down. I think this is a great card for Red to protect itself a little bit, so it kind of fit
I like that quite a bit.
Fit in what we were talking about.
And
then
I like that morph card.
Yep. And then the last one is Veiled Ascension. So this one is an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on each face-down creature you control. Face-down creatures you control enter the battlefield with flying counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, you cloak the top card of your library, which is like Manifest. So you're taking the top card, putting it face down. It has Ward 2 is the only thing that's different between the cloaking is adding the Ward. So you would think, oh, this goes in a face-down deck, you know, where you're flipping, morphing, whatever. But it's doing it automatically. You're getting a card. It's almost a card advantage for white a little bit more. So you're getting a creature with protection because it has the ward, and then you can flip that at any point for its mana cost. So I think this is a good card. Won't be expensive. I just thought it was an interesting card. So again, I think everything but the first deck that we talked about, they're all interesting cards, not necessarily going to be expensive. So
right.
Let's get to that. You see all those cards. You see the value. Lowry, last one on this. It's time. You think this one's worth it? $99. We're talking 40, $99.
I'm gonna go with no.
Ooh,
the price is wrong.
Not worth it. Why? What's your reasoning for not worth it? You think?
Morph and its variants aren't very good.
So you just
the new cards aren't super exciting. Mm-hmm. Not saying I won't build something in this, but I just they're expensive.
Yeah,
like the 3 plus whatever to have the effect, and so it's not going to be good to a degree. The reprints are fair. I don't think I have a problem with that, but I think it's going to be lacking in the new cards.
Yeah.
And like the Bolt Bender is really sweet, but the other two were kind of
yeah.
And so I would go not worth it. This is one that I likely will go and pick up singles. Like I don't need a Seedborn Muse again.
Right.
In any of these, if you don't have a
oh shoot, I hit the wrong one.
Yep.
One more.
Oh, good for you.
So, but if you need more of the expensive cards, or you don't have a lot of these, like new to the game, or not really ever been into the Naya colors, but you enjoy this, definitely get it.
Yep, for sure.
But for me, I'm gonna stick to singles on this one.
The price is wrong.
So price is wrong on this one. I partially, I think, agree with you on this. It does have 3 cards that are over the $10 mark, but again,
right,
have all 3 of them. But the really expensive, the Seedborn Muse and Jessica's Will, I have those already. Is it worth me buying that, selling those cards, and getting the new stuff for free? I don't think so. I think I'm also.
You do have to deal with the dips as well,
right?
Like
right.
that's part of the problem.
But I think Seedborn is that good of a card. It's been reprinted a bunch, and Jessica's been starting.
It hasn't been reprinted in years.
Is it years?
Jessica's has.
Yeah, but Seedborn was off of the green special thing. Was that the last time the Seedborn wasn't it in that? You know where they did the special
the collector, commanders thing.
Was that the last time?
Yeah, that was hard to get, and $80 to $100. And
so I think I'm on board with you with
the price is wrong.
I don't think the under $10 stuff is doing enough for me, and the new cards, like you said, none of these are like when we had Charismatic Conqueror in the last decks, where it was like this card you have to get, like this card is going to go up, and it did. These are going to be, you're going to be able to get the cool stuff in this for pretty cheap. So,
the only one that really, really stuck out to me was the red-white deck with Trouble in Pairs. That's the only one that I can see popping, but I don't see it being 20. I see it more like in that 10 to 15 range.
Yep. And it'll probably get pretty low right away and then pop up, because I think you're right. That's a good
That's
card.
what I'm hoping for.
So, all right. Well, guys, that was it for this. It's time for...
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
All right. So if you guys, if you haven't done it already, please like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. We will be doing a budget upgrade for these decks next week. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, that should do it for this. And we will catch you guys later.